Hello everyone, welcome to another video. We are going to get right into it. Guys, it's been a good couple of weeks in the stock market, hopefully for you guys as well. We're going to go over some opportunities that are going to be coming up. You see here, I have one right in front of you and another one we're going to talk about. But first and foremost, guys, we got to get into the actual occurrences that are happening in our country, not just stocks that can rocket all the time, right? We need to make sure that we're preparing for what's coming ahead. So, if you guys have not heard, this past meeting with the Fed, they did cut interest rates by a quarter of a point, percentage, I should say, percentage point, to 4 to 4.5 or 4.25. They did not necessarily state that they're going to do more interest rate cuts, but we're going to get into why there's potentially going to be two more the rest of the year. Basically, Jerome Powell, is keeping his neutral stance, not revealing too much. His time, at least as the leader of the FOMC, is probably going to come to an end next year with the Trump appointment. Moran is from what I know, he's very big on lowering interest rates. So we're going to get into what that means for the stock market. So again, guys, they lowered on this past Wednesday, I believe, and they're going to be lowering two more times, is what market sentiment is the rest of 2025. So with that being said, why are they lowering? Because we need to know the why of everything. So the job market is not doing too well, which means that interest rates typically fall. Of course, I'm using AI, guys. Do your own due diligence, Chat GPT, or whatever you use, right? But nonetheless, it has been apparent that the job market is weakening. So usually that is proportional with interest rates falling. So they're directly related. So basically, first, what's going to happen, or what's the benefit for the market? So when interest rates fall, small cap, mid cap growth is intensified. So small cap has multiple definitions, right? 300 million to 2 billion, or 500 million to whatever you have your metric as, guys. Small caps are, in my opinion, yeah, maybe 500 million, 300, 500 million to a couple billion, right? After that, you're starting to probably see some significant gains that are making it out of reach with the stock price. So usually your small caps are considered higher risk, but with everything that's coming up with the interest rates, that could alleviate a lot of that risk with the companies that are truly building something, right? There's a lot of companies out there that are not well ran and they will take your money. So just be careful on that. But here are two that I think are going to be doing very well over the next 6 months to a year. So first and foremost, you guys have heard about Innoviz Technologies, very big on this stock in the, I guess, I don't know, I'm pronouncing this wrong apparently. Somebody commented lidar. You guys let me know down below how it's pronounced, guys. I apologize, but not really. So words are hard, so pronunciations are hard. So basically, guys, Yahoo is always botching my chart, so of course, but they have been on a really nice run. They had some news recently. The only thing that bothers me about their news is they don't announce who they're partnering with. Like, they just keep it private. So Innoviz Technology inks deal with commercial vehicle. They people say that this is repeat news, and okay, maybe it is, but they just had a deal with a significant commercial vehicle manufacturer. So that is good news. The stock has been climbing. Just good news for Innoviz, and they do fall under the small cap category because their market cap is right outside of 400 million, I would say. So really, really at the edge of being a small cap. But again, with everything ahead, just watch the earnings per share, right? But I do expect that to get a lot better, with the stock probably going to be climbing over the next few months. So just look out for that. Look out for any adjustments to their, or revisions, I should say. And then the next one, guys, apps. Man, I've been watching this stock since like 2020, when the COVID crash kind of happened. This stock was like in the 80s at one point, all time highs. So I wanted to highlight it because if we look here again, a botch chart, Yahoo, come on now. In 2021, this stock reached at least $88. That's insane. So I wanted to reach out because if you guys look, first of all, right there, last year, it looks like the trend definitely reversed. All right, looking in the more bullish direction. So if we look at the news, They're raising guidance, right? Raises guidance, bullish insiders, right? So we definitely want to keep an eye, guys. They're based out of Austin, Texas. They are essentially, let me get this right. They're in Austin, Texas. They are essentially a mobile growth platform for advertisers, publishers, carriers, and device originals. So let me give you a story real quick. Uh, Living near Austin, I've been there. I saw this company. I saw where they were. I guess, yeah, I saw their headquarters. It was, I forget what part of Austin, but the domain maybe. And so I thought to myself, okay, at least they're a legit business that has an office, right? Because some of these investments that we do, we don't even know, have never seen this quote unquote company, right? So I saw their sign and I thought, wow, that's pretty interesting that they're actually a business. So I wanted you guys to know that, this stock has been crazy high at one point. And if we look at the market cap, right, earnings per share is still pretty low, right? So that's, you got to watch out for that. And 598 million, right? So a little bit above that metric for being a small cap. So we definitely want to keep an eye out for apps. It's been good to me, but it's also kind of been on a volatile path. So you guys let me know what you think. Just a couple of things, guys. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. That's why the disclaimer popped up first. But just things can go well in the stock market if you do due diligence, and I want to share as much as I can with you guys. So have a great weekend, enjoy it, and stay green.